Chris, what is our first main topic today?
Our first topic comes from Aiden Morse. Good morning, everyone. John, I know that one of the biggest questions going around for a lot of us fans who loved the Netflix corner of the MCU is, are those shows actually canon or not? I'm wondering even harder now with the Daredevil series coming. Anyway, Rosario Dawson just did an interview with Hollywood Reporter saying she has unfinished business with her character Claire, but she doesn't yet know if she's going to be in the show or not. Do you think she will be?
All right, Aiden, thanks a lot for saying that in. And yeah, so first of all, Rosario Dawson is a global treasure. I love her. I fell in love with her. I mean, I always liked her before it anyway, but in Clerks 2, totally fell in love with her. She's like the ultimate teenage guy's dream girl in Clerks 2. And I'm really kind of excited to see her pop up in Clerks 3 as well. And she even got me to get excited about an Ahsoka show. And yet she did. She got me excited about it. So can't wait to see her in that. But she was doing an interview with the Hollywood Reporter, and it kind of brought up this whole thing about the MCU and the old Netflix shows. And with, you know, Vincent D'Onofrio, Charlie Cox over here now, there's still a kind of lingering question, which I have a feeling we're going to get definitively answered at D23. And that question is, okay, are these versions of Daredevil and Kingpin, or are they the actual literal same characters from that same show? Because obviously, this Kingpin is different from the Kingpin in Daredevil. He's got certain powers and everything that he never had and all that kind of stuff. And are they going to say one thing or the other? Who knows? Is Charlie Cox our Daredevil, but is a different actor from, you know, from something else going to play a similar character that came in? Who knows? Would Claire be there? Of course, played by Rosario Dawson. That's another good question. Well, they asked her when they were talking to her about Clerks 3, they brought up the MCU question, and she said this. This comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter. The reporter asked her, on the subject of Marvel's Claire Temple, do you feel like you have unfinished business with her? To which Rosario Dawson said, oh yeah, for sure. You don't even see her in the last tell Claire to go home moment of Luke Cage. So what is that? You know, it's terrible. So yeah, I'd be super curious, but I'm just so stoked for everybody though. It's been a long time coming. I was really excited to know that all of our shows are actually part of the MCU now, with Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio coming over into these different projects now. So yeah, 18 episodes of Daredevil Born Again. I'm there. Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, they know where I am. All right, so that comes to us from Rosario Dawson. So first thing I want to talk about is this thing where she says, oh, it's so exciting that our shows in the MCU now. Some people wrote to me and said, Rosario Dawson just confirmed that it's the actual. Well, she doesn't even know if she's in this thing. I highly doubt that she knows the answer to that. So she's just talking about, it's really exciting that we see Charlie and Vincent and all that kind of stuff coming over here too. Will we see her? I don't know. Part of me feels like, I'm of two minds on this, because part of me feels like if they were going to have Rosario Dawson in this, and they've officially announced the show, it's going into production soon, you would think that Rosario Dawson would know if her character is even in the script. Yeah, like you'd think at this point she would know that. Now, you can play the game of she's just being coy. She actually does know she's not saying. She has been pretty, I get it. I get Andrew Garfield said forever that he's not in the new Spider-Man. I get that. But that is a very, very 1 in 1,000 rare exception. Normally, when a person says they're in something or not in something, 99.9% of the time, they're in it and not in it, just as they said. She's been pretty consistent for a while, saying that she would love to come and be in it, but as of right now, she has not heard anything about it. So, again, the one part of my brain is, if she was going to be, they would have talked to her by now. Like, you don't officially announce the show and say you're going to production when you don't even know if a certain character is in the script. Like, that makes no sense to me. On the other hand, man, she was kind of the Nick Fury of
Nick Cannon.
She was like the Nick Cannon of the Netflix Marvel shows. She was the Nick Fury of the Netflix canon. She was the connective thread amongst most of it, at any rate. And so part of me feels like, even if it's a different version, even if these are multidimensional variants of the Netflix character, whatever, even if that, it seems odd to me that you're even trying to replicate kind of what they did at Netflix without the Claire character. So I am totally coin tossed on this. On the one hand, I think she's probably not in there because she would know by now. On the other hand, I have a hard time imagining doing this without her character there. So I'm total 50-50 coin toss on this, to be honest with you. Hey guys, we want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video, Athletic Greens. Now, I started taking Athletic Greens because I don't eat enough vegetables, and I was looking for a way to make up for that deficit in my diet of those vitamins and minerals that I really needed in my system, and thank goodness I found Athletic Greens, and I literally take it every morning. You see, with one scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole foods, source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, all the things. And my wife got onto it, and now she absolutely loves it. You know, tons of people take some kind of multivitamin, and it's important to choose one with high-quality ingredients that your body will actually absorb, like Athletic Greens. So right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with a convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season. It's just one scoop and a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/Campea. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/Campea to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Chris, you hear about this. Do you think we're going to see her in this? And what stands out to you about what she said?
I mean, first of all, I love that THR treated her like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Do you have unfinished business? She's like, Claire, can I keep you? I told you I'm a good dancer. I would love to have her in here. Rosario Dawson's a tremendous actress, and Claire's a really fun character. And like you were alluding to, she was sort of this linchpin connective tissue throughout the Defenders before they assembled together. And that was really fun to see. For me personally, I don't, when it comes to actors that I absolutely adore, I trust and love no one in Marvel now. I have been burned before, and you all are filthy, filthy liars because Kevin Feige will blow dart you at any point, and I get it. So I understand when people don't tell us whether or not they're in things. I feel like Night Nurse would be a character, though, that we would probably know about going into the series. That seems like a big one, right? I'm more interested, though, in bringing Karen and Foggy back. If we're talking Daredevil, those are the characters I want to see come back first. So if Night Nurse is in it, great. If she's not,
all right.
I'll be heartbroken.
Let me press you on this a little bit.
Okay.
So let's say Karen and Foggy are going to be in Daredevil. Because again, I don't see how you do a Daredevil series without those characters.
Yeah.
But are they new actors? Or do you, so let's say they make some big announcement at D23 and they say, we're now going to bring out the cast of the new Daredevil Born Again. Are you predicting?
It's me and Aaron. I'm Foggy.
You're the new Foggy.
I'm Foggy and she's Karen.
They've done a gender swap on Foggy.
I have been called Karen several times, actually. So that's funny that you say that.
Do they bring out the actors from Netflix? Or do you think it's going to be new actors? Or, plot twist, Jon Favreau is Foggy again.
What?
What?
I don't believe that one.
Okay.
We could have done it in Doctor Strange, but they weren't.
You're
brave
right.
enough.
They could have done that in Doctor Strange.
Cowards.
What a missed opportunity that was.
That would have been great. I think you would go with the actors we had before. I mean, Vincent D'Onofrio has gone on to talk about how the actress who played Karen Page was such a pivotal part of the series.
She was so good in that show.
She was wonderful, and I'm completely blanking on her name right now. I'm so sorry, y'all. She was great on True Blood and stuff like that too. I think you bring back the whole team, and sure, there's adjustments to everyone, but I think we all liked that series so much, and the different players in that cast too so much, that I think if we're going to bring back those folks, we bring back the same actors as well. At least for me, that's what I'd do.
Aaron, you're hearing Rosario Dawson talking about all this stuff. Do you think we're going to see her back when Daredevil Born Again comes out?
Well, I agree with you. I think that Rosario Dawson is a national treasure. She is just fantastic in everything she does. I would encourage you to go see a little film called Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
She also is in a fantastic film called Raze, R-A-Z-E, which was produced by the wonderful and fantastic Zoe Bell, and Tracy Thoms was in it. And there is, if you want to see some brutal chick fights, like, it gets down, and it's an amazing story as well. That being said, yeah, I don't understand how you would do this and bring out the cast, especially if you're having Charlie Cox playing Daredevil. That's also one of those things that would just be a bigger, it would be a bigger omission than just, oh yeah, we're having Charlie Cox as Daredevil, but we're replacing a couple of these other characters. It is actually possible to not know at this point if the character of Claire is going to be in the series at all, because if all the episodes are probably not written at this point. So going into it, there is a possibility that as they continue to write the shows, that her character pops up. She just may not be an integral part of the storyline this season. That being said, sorry, I'm getting over a cold. That being said, the way that her quote kind of reads is almost like a, hey, I'm here. I would love to do this. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So if you guys find a way to work me into the script, I wouldn't be mad about that. Kind of like how I was like, hey, Flash writers, Block is still alive. She's in the hospital. And I kept talking about it on this show. And clearly the writers of the Flash watched this, because all of a sudden one day they were like, hey, whatever happened to Block? Oh, she died. Okay, moving on. And then that happened. So I do think that her saying, there's unfinished business, there's stuff that we need to do. An actor is always going to go back and be like, well, what about this thread that never got tied up about my character? Whereas the story itself may have just continued to go on, and that was an integral part of it. So it did kind of read as one of those things of like, I would really like to do this. So, hey, poke, poke, make this happen for me. But you know what? She's Rosario Dawson. She's incredibly talented. She's an asset to any project. And it makes sense with her being in the Defenders, she had an appearance in, what was the one with Kristen Ritter? Jessica Jones.
She's in Luke
Cage. She's in all these. She is canon.
Yeah.
And not Nick Cannon. She is canon for this world. So I, for one, would be very upset if she were not included.
Yeah. Or, are they just saying, this is a different universe and a different actress can play it because it's not the exact. I mean, I don't know. We're going to find out. I think we're going to get those definitive answers on Saturday at D23. Question is for you guys. What do you think? Do you think when Daredevil Born Again comes around, we're going to see Rosario Dawson in it? I don't know. Maybe she's going to be in Anaheim this weekend. We'll find out for sure. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.